On this episode of It's Me or the Dog, the Miola Altman family is being terrorized by their two bully breeds. Victoria will have to pull out all the stops.
No, don't come with excuses.
Before this bullish battle ends in tragedy.
No,
Sasha.
You have to step up and protect your children.
My name is Daniel. I live here with my wife, Randy, my two dogs, Sasha and Digweed, and my stepson, Ethan, and my daughter, Chloe. I love my two dogs, but I can't trust them. I'm afraid someone will get bit.
That's really my worst fear, that they're gonna do something to hurt one of the kids.
Back.
This is a favorite game of theirs. He likes to bring a sword and pretend sword fight. And when she's had enough, she breaks out the growling.
So they play this game quite often.
Yes.
I had such a tough time trying to hold my tongue while I saw Ethan prodding a sword at Sasha. I thought any minute now, Sasha's gonna have a go at him. So Ethan, do you like your dogs? Yeah? Do they ever get really scary? Do they go?
Well, Diggs doesn't. He just goes ahead and bites.
Oh, he does. Has he snapped at you before then?
He bit me on the thumb.
He'd bit you on the thumb? These dogs are displaying behaviors that are very concerning, especially around the children.
If they start to demonstrate behavior that, puts anyone at risk, I put them in the garage.
And it soon becomes apparent why the dogs need to be separated from the kids.
No,
Sasha.
Oh.
And that's a good example of why I separate her now, even when she's in her high chair.
Okay, separate her now. You can take her right out.
Come on,
take
Sasha.
Her right out.
That's bad.
When I saw Sasha growling at Chloe, that really, really worried me. It's a very serious situation when you got a big, powerful dog growling at a baby.
I'm worried about the kids' safety when they're tangling up and making the loud noises.
Okay.
And that's our biggest concern.
My biggest concern is not just that. It's the way you've allowed Ethan to play with Sasha. That is an absolute recipe for disaster. Chloe just reached out her hand at Sasha, and Sasha growled at her. No,
Sasha.
It's reached a point now where I do separate the dogs from the kids because it's just easier that way.
You have to step up and protect your children. And I believe that when the dogs are out, Chloe's up in your arms. If she's down on the ground in any kind of way, even if she's in a high chair, the dogs are away. So if you have a bully breed in your home, you have to know what you're doing with one, and you have to know what you're dealing with in order for that dog to be successful and that dog to be safe. The dog's behavior is affecting your lives, and the way you're dealing with it is to put them in the garage. Now you have children, of course you have to do that because the children have got to be safe. But if the dogs are spending more time in the garage, you then, as owners, have to step up to the plate and provide more outlets for your dogs. How can you care for them? Because you physically don't have the time. I am right, I'm right.
I just think I think there's a way that you could maybe make more time.
Yeah, well, you're gonna...
I'll have to.
You're gonna have to. You both are gonna have to.
She wants to make sure the dogs and the kids can coexist in the house safely.
I've got something for you, Daniel.
Oh,
I think this is gonna help you.
Right. Oh, wow, thank you. Yes.
Gates.
Oh, that
Okay.
is so nice.
Now, I've got one here, and I've also got one on the other side. One of the things that has me most concerned with this family is the safety of the children. But it's unfair that the dogs spend so much time in the garage. I want the dogs to feel more a part of the family, but I want the children to be safe too. So that's why I've introduced baby gates. You're gonna call Sasha and Digweed, and as you go in, I want you to say in to the dogs, all right?
Sasha, Digweed.
Nicely. In.
Sasha, Digweed.
And walk in. Walk in with them.
Come on, come in. Come on, Sasha. Come on, Diggs. Come on, in. Come on. Good boy.
Good, nice.
Good girl.
If the dogs see being in the kitchen as a positive thing, they're more likely to go in there. If you think the dogs are getting too crazy in here and you need to give them some quiet, calm time, that's when you put them in the garage. I really hope the gates are going to be really useful for the family. I hope they allow the dogs to become more part of the family. It's going to keep the dogs safe. It's going to keep the kids safe.
Good girl. Good boy.
Digweed may be showing more self-control, but he's not the only one that needs to learn to play nice.
All right, I want to show you something with the help of my friend here. Okay?
Okay.
I wanted to use a stuffed toy dog to work with Ethan so that I could show Ethan a little bit about what dogs like and what they don't like. Sometimes Sasha growls at you, doesn't she?
Yes.
Now, does she growl at you when you hug her?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Show me how you hug her on this dog. You go like that. Okay. Now, do you know that dogs only hug each other when they want to fight? So, when you, as a human being, go hug a dog, what do you think the dog's thinking?
Maybe that, you shouldn't be doing this.
What I want you to do is to stand still and get her to come up to you rather than you going into her space. And if you want to pet her on the neck here or on the back here. Now, I saw you when I first came here. You were playing with the sword and the shield.
I feel like we always have to be around to supervise.
She didn't like it. So I think there has to be a rule. No more playing with Sasha with the sword and the shield, okay?
I had a special time with Victoria. I am happy that Victoria came to work with our dogs. She is a really nice person.
The risks have been reduced, but to maintain a safe household, Randy and Daniel will need to continue the training on their own. Already, Sasha and Digweed are spending more time inside the house, and when Daniel wants them out of the way, he uses the in command to encourage them into the kitchen.
Come on, you guys. Sasha, Diggs. Hey, in. Good girl, Sasha. In. Good boy.
I've been really impressed with the training since Victoria left. We have been able to give it more attention than I originally thought.
I'm excited to see how Daniel, Randy, and Ethan have been doing with the training.
This afternoon, Daniel has decided to let the dogs out of the kitchen for some family time.
Hey, Sasha.
Wait a minute, why is Chloe there? I told them that whenever the dogs are out, whether they're training or not, she shouldn't be there.
Later on, Ethan's home from school and ready to play.
Where's Daniel and Randy? Ethan's only 7. They need to be reinforcing the correct way to play with Sasha.
And while he's left the sword and shield behind, without supervision, Ethan forgets another piece of important advice.
Remember, Ethan, you're not supposed to be hugging her. I think we're gonna have to come up with other ways for Ethan to play with Sasha. Chloe was out on her little bouncer.
Come on, dude.
What was Chloe doing with the 2 dogs in the room?
That's just how she was awake at the moment.
What I had said to you is that whenever Chloe's on the ground, both dogs are out.
Yeah, I'll never be able to have a dog out then because Chloe's down from the moment I get home. When there's just one dog out, I can do this.
You can do that. If you feel like you can cope with Chloe and a dog, then that's up to you.
With the dogs doing well, there is just one other person to get on board.
I just wanted to have a little chat with you, okay? I brought this friend of mine to live with you. Would you like him to come live with you? There, he's yours. Now, there you go. Now, I'm giving you this gift because I want you to get all of your hugs out on the toy and not on Sasha.
Victoria gave me a dinosaur because she doesn't want me to get in a fight with Sasha.
Sasha loves you, okay? And there's no doubt about that. But sometimes she does growl at you. I don't want that growl to ever become a bite. Ethan promised me that he wouldn't hug Sasha and he wouldn't play swords. But at the end of the day, he's a 7-year-old kid. It's up to the adults in the household to make sure that he keeps his promise.
Ethan still has things he needs to work on, and it takes a lot of reminders with that, but hopefully we're going to continue to move in the right direction.
When I first came here, I saw that there were a lot of problems. And Randy, it does take quite a lot of effort to put the time in, which you've done. Your dogs are going to thank you. Ethan, you keep on getting your hugs out on your dinosaur and not on Sasha, all right? And Daniel, You have made amazing strides.
It makes me feel good that Victoria pointed out the good things that have happened and that we are making progress.
Wait.
I feel like our house is much safer now for our own children and also for visitors.
I am having a lot of fun with Sasha playing in the backyard.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site, positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.